Welcome to the 2019 graduation ceremony for Charlton County High School. I'm Adam Bell for Charlton Sportsnet. This ceremony is just about to begin. I want to thank you for watching. Hard copies will be available if you're interested in those. We're saving them down to we're saving tonight's ceremony down to our hard drive. I want to thank all of our sponsors all year long who have made this possible to carry tonight's ceremony live and commercial free. So please, as always, shop local and thank those that support your youth. I want to personally congratulate all of the students, parents, family, and friends of tonight's graduates, and we wish them all the best of luck in the future as they face it and head fast toward it. After tonight, there'll be adults, and the class of 2020 will be officially underway. But right now, let's take the time to congratulate the class of 2019. Thank you for watching.
Steal this chair from you. Very good.
Please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. My name is Ireland Hayes, and I would like to welcome you all to the Charlton County High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. Thank you all for being here to share this moment with us and to celebrate our successes that my fellow classmates and I have worked so hard to achieve. I would like to extend a special thank you to all the individuals who have aided in our success. Thank you to the parents for always encouraging and supporting us and instilling in us a drive for success and greatness. We love you and are grateful for you. Thank you to the teachers for providing us with the knowledge and guidance we needed to thrive and accomplish our goals. You not only equipped us for our futures, but also provided us with your friendships and love, which made these past school years even more enjoyable. Through our 4 years of high school, countless memories were made, and many will last us a lifetime. Some of my fondest memories occurred between the walls of the school, from all the excitement of homecoming week to Mr. Taylor's wonderfully corny dad jokes, the sound of Mrs. Foraker's voice echoing through the halls, and all the fun times spent in Coach Crust's class. School has provided us with more than education. It's provided us with a community of people who have grown to love we have grown to love, and has helped nurture friendships that will last a lifetime and memories we will cherish forever. The teachers and staff have gone above and beyond for us all, and for that we are extremely grateful. We all have different paths following tonight's ceremony. No matter what each one of us chooses to do, I have no doubt in my mind that it will be done to the best of our abilities. We have been taught and shown how important hard work is, and that we cannot achieve our goals without it. And I thank each of you for your part in that. I would like to wrap things up with a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. If a man is called a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well. Whatever your life's work is, do it well. A man should do his job so that the living, the dead, and the unborn could not do it better. Congratulations to the class of 2019, and welcome to our graduation.
Good evening, fellow graduates, special guests, family, and friends. I'm Savannah Pollock, and as the senior class president, I have an honor of welcoming you all to the graduation of the class of 2019. This year, I took a public speaking class. The biggest challenge that I face in this class is speaking passionately about various topics. Tonight, some of us will present speeches, poems, and challenges that speak of passion for and curiosity about the future, as well as appreciation for the past. These graduates will attempt to describe the turmoil, anxiety, and joy that we all share on this night. As they reflect on the past year, they will try to convey the fears and heartache, the excitement, and the self-realization that we have experienced here. It's a difficult task. This year has been one of transition. Here on this campus, in this place, kids have become adults, teachers have become life coaches, and strangers have become best friends. Honestly, the last 4 years have become like a TV show turned down in the background. Always there, always present, but we didn't pay it much attention. We really didn't watch the show, even though we played major parts in it. We didn't realize it was a show encased in tears and triumph as we lived out our youth. Now we are forced to pay attention. It's big transitions like today when we are forced to turn the volume up and catch on to all that we miss, like Netflix binging. We learn to fall in love with the characters and the plot, but we watched the whole series, and today it's time to change the channel. Our moment has arrived. It is our turn to be posted on Willis's wall of graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, our heartfelt welcome goes out to you all, and we thank you for your support. I have a little step stool, you guys. Good evening. My name is Elena Menzel, and I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our special guest for this evening. Our Board of Education is the official policy-making body for the entire school system and is responsible for maintaining the educational quality for our schools. All board members, please stand at this time to be recognized. We are also honored to have our superintendent of schools as well as our system principals here with us tonight. Please stand to be recognized at this time. In addition, many faculty and staff members of the Charlton County school system have aided and guided us on our journey. Some of these faculty members are with us tonight. We thank you all for all you have done for us as well. At this time, I would like for all the Charlton County School System faculty and staff members to stand and be recognized. We are fortunate to have such an exceptional organization to oversee our educational programs. We would like to take this opportunity to thank these people for all their hard work and dedication.
Hello, I'm Hank Murray, and I'm the Salutatorian of the class of 2019. And before I begin, I want to say how proud I am of the people behind me. Each and every one of them have earned the right to be on this field tonight. I cannot express what an honor it has been to have grown and to have learned with the people behind me. Tonight, I would like to discuss something we've all faced throughout our lives, and after tonight, all of us, both the people on this field and in the stands, are going to face in a greater way, and that is change. Change is all around us. The ancient Greek philosopher Herodotus once said, "The only thing that is constant is change." And he was right. As cliche as it sounds, no matter where you look, change is a constant force in this world. You can see it in the natural world and in the world of man. It can take many forms, and it does not exclude anyone. No matter who you are not immune to change. No matter if you're 1 or 101, it can still happen. It can occur at any time or anywhere, and it can't be controlled. And the fear of change, it can be daunting. It overwhelms us sometimes, but we should not fear it. Rather, we should embrace it. We decide to overcome and use change to our advantage. Nothing can stop us. We will grow into people that help develop the world in better ways. All the people that help to innovate this world embrace change in some form or another. They took advantage of change, and they did not let change take advantage of them. Once we embrace change, we move on to greater things and are not weighed down by the past. In relation to this, famed author C.S. Lewis once stated, "There are far better things ahead than any we leave behind." And that's what I want from the people behind me to do. I want to encourage my class to face this ever-changing world they are about to head into with confidence and ability to overcome it. Nothing has ever been done by staying stagnant and refusing to change with this world. As Bob Dylan sings, "If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are a-changing." And that rings true, class of 2019, as those who do not adapt to changing situations tend to lose sight of the future that is ahead of them. So I encourage you to constantly change in better ways, whether that means becoming smarter, stronger, or more determined. Change for the better. I cannot wait to see how the world will change you and how you will change the world. Thank you.
Good evening, class of 2019, family, faculty, and friends. I'm Chloe Bravaldo, and I'm representing the class of 2019 as this year's valedictorian. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've changed my mind regarding what I wanted my career to be many times over the past 4 years, but after trying to write this speech, I know that I can definitely cross off anything that has to do with public speaking or writing speeches. With that being said, I ask you to bear with me for the next couple of minutes. This is it, the day we've worked towards for the past 13 years, graduation. In just a few short minutes after we receive our diplomas today, we will officially be high school graduates. No longer students, but adults, which is kind of scary. Before we leave Charlton County High though, I feel like we should reminisce on some important things we've learned and memories we've made during our past 4 years here. For instance, some of us learned how to write a paper that you've known about for weeks, a day or two before it's due, like this speech. Personally, I learned that if you drop a sucker in a bowl that's got fire in it, you just might set the lab table on fire. As we leave CCHS, we're leaving behind a lot of great memories, from dressing up for homecoming week to getting to go to competitions and on club field trips. Or, if you're like me, getting left at a competition on a club field trip. These past 4 years have really helped to shape who we are as a class and as individuals. And even though we've all been anticipating this day, it would be hard to say that we won't miss the place that holds so many of our memories. As we move forward in our lives, some of us are going to college to complete another 4 to 8 years of schooling. Some of us are going into the workforce, and some are enlisting in the military. Before we end our time here though, I want to tell you all 3 things I learned in high school, other than the quadratic formula and that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Before I do, however, I'm going to have to let you in on kind of a secret. A good amount of my time here, I legitimately didn't have a clue what I was doing, but I tried not to let it show. There were so many assignments that, like this speech, I was confused on how to do. When I started out as a freshman and didn't know how to complete an assignment, it would bother me because I felt that if I couldn't do something perfectly, then I shouldn't do it at all. As time went on, I got more and more used to, well, not knowing things, but doing what I could on them despite it not being perfect. At times, I felt like I was faking it, But this faking it taught me 3 important lessons that helped me get where I am today. First, it's okay to not know. I can think of multiple occasions when I so desperately thought I wanted to know something, despite the "you don't want to know" warnings. I discovered I was better off being blissfully ignorant to the information I received. But really, guys, you don't have to know every detail of your future or even completely understand the present to live a successful life. Which brings us to my second lesson. Do not let the lack of not knowing something stop you from doing what you need to do. If we only did those things which we completely understood how to do, or only took the paths that have certifiable outcomes, we could never make any real progress on anything. So, I'm not trying to sound like a Nike commercial, but whatever it is you're trying to do, just do it. And even when you don't know what you're trying to do, just make sure you're doing something. The third lesson I learned from high school is that there's almost always someone willing to help you if you just ask. In my experience, at least, most people are more than willing and actually happy to help others when it is within their ability to do so and they are asked to. So, class of 2019, as I conclude my speech, I want to remind all of us that no matter the great places we get to go and the adventure God grants us to take during the rest of our lifetime, we shouldn't forget where we came from, the ones who helped us get there, and the one that blessed us with the talent and opportunities to get there in the first place. I would like to thank all of my classmates, teachers, and everyone who has helped me throughout these past 13 years of school for honestly being some of the best, most helpful, kind-hearted, encouraging, and inspiring people ever. And I would like to thank God for blessing me with the opportunity to spend these last 4 years at CCHS with all of these wonderful people. So thank you all, and congratulations, we made it.
Good afternoon. Inserted in the commencement program is a list of those students who have been awarded scholarships this year. On behalf of the administration and staff, we would like to thank all the organizations, businesses, churches, and individuals who helped support the awarding of these scholarships. At this time, we ask that all scholarship recipients please stand to be recognized. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Brantley Sloan, and I would like to share a poem with you titled "Don't Quit" by Edgar A. Guest. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low but the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many failures turn about when we might have won had we stuck it out. Don't give up though the pace seems slow, you may succeed with another blow. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup, and he learned too late when the night came down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, and you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. Congratulations, fellow classmates. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Hayden Porter, and I would like to share some words to challenge the class of 2019 as we take a step towards the next chapter in our lives. There is a quote that I love by a YouTube channel called Yes Theory. This quote is short and simple, but complex in its own way. It is deep discomfort. Those two words are something that I want the class of 2019 to live by day, and I hope it changes your lives in the way that you all view the world. In my opinion, this quote means that you should live your life outside of your comfort zone and experience the world. And that's exactly what I want everyone here today to do. I have had many chances to travel thanks to my parents, and while some decide to travel on the safer side of things, we have decided to travel while living like a local. This brings us outside of our comfort zones and it forces us to put our trust and belief in others around us and to live in the moment. During these times, I've always tried to find every new adventure that I could. And because of this, I've learned that living in the moment and seeking discomfort helps form the best memories and lead you to the best people that you otherwise may have never met. As we all move on after today, some of us will be going off to college, where some will be going into the military or workforce. No matter what path you choose, I hope that you will continue to grow your knowledge and live outside of the comfort zone that you have built for yourself. As Reverend Nixon said during our baccalaureate service, never settle for what you have now. Always keep moving on to bigger and better things. So, class of 2019, my challenge for you is to always seek discomfort in whatever you do. Always push outside of your comfort zone because that's where the best memories are made.
Good evening. The Charlton County High School class of 2019 would like to remind you that this is a formal ceremony and ask you to hold your applause during the awarding of diplomas so that all guests and family members have the opportunity to hear their graduate's name as it's called. Thank you. Dr. Larison, as Assistant Principal of Charlton County High School, I certify that these students have met all standards for graduation as required by the Charlton County Board of Education and the state of Georgia. At this time, it is with enthusiasm and confidence that I release to you the diplomas for the Charlton County High School Class 2019. Chloe Elizabeth Rivaldo. Carol Jabel Murray. Lauren Elizabeth Albritton. Ireland Chancey Hayes. Jordan Riley Jernigan. Hagan Marie McCorder. Elena Marie Moselle. Jonathan Richard Pileski. Savannah Mara Lynn Pollock. Melanie Ashton Prescott. Brantley O'Brien Sloan. Elise Victoria Ernest. India Michaela Everett. Kaylee Austin Goodwin. Cedric Duran Hobbs. Monisha Tamaya Houston. William Walker Hewley. Trevor Lloyd Knowles. Nadia Jemiah Lewis. Foster Lloyd Lott. Seth Charlton Norris. Kinley Jordan O'Berry. Jesse Spencer Sykes. Kenneth Andrew Snyder III. Jaquavius Malik Alderman. Shaquille Raekwon Anderson. Clayton Robert Ashcraft. Vegas Lamas Austin. Anthony Donnell Baker. Nina Renee Bellamy. Cody Lee Bennett. Demondre Terrell Blackshear. Marissa Aaliyah Blake. Javon Lamar Bolden. Kiana Michaela Brown. Rayera Bonita Brown. Shaughnessy and Quinette Bryant. Destiny Lynn Carroll. Nathaniel Lance Carter. Tyler Jackson Chesser. Rebecca Ann Clairday. Zachariah Devontae Clayton. Helena Marie Collins. Annabella Maria Cruz. Kevin Thomas Cruz. Annette Cruz. Tara Lynn Cruz. Alasia Naana Basher. Nikeria Monet Edwards. Michael Keith Elliott. Brianna Marion Figueroa. Amelia Lee Gaines. Cassidy Hannah Gaston. Brittany Latrey Gibbs. Ryan Cedric Green. Harrison Gage Griffin. Caroline Gracie May Hemphill. Larry Chandler Hogan. William Scott Hogg. Lance Owen Horn. And Elisa Nicole Johnson. Bernard Jordan, Jr. Mila Nicole Jordan. Quentin Nigel Kinney. Private Nicholas Edward Nippenberg. Tegan Nicole Knowles. Jonathan Grant Lambert. Sanidria Najee Lathan. Thomas Austin Layden. Rachel Ann Lepley. Brianna Nicole Lugers. Nolan Garrett Lewis Lugers. Shania Tiandra Lewis. Savannah Grace Lloyd. Daniel Mack Jr. Lindsay May Mahoney. Bryce Lane Manning. Ismail Meza Jr. Eric Andre Milton. Marcus Devon Lindsay. Lashana Monique Mincy. Christy Leanne Michaud. Tyrese Mitchell Jr. Tamaya Lakia Mobley. Destiny Alea Moore. Ashley Nicole Niehaus. Kayla Marie O'Neill. Tyler Lee Odom. Katie Danielle Parker. JC Ryan Peebles. Melinda Elise Pryor. Travis Edward Ray.
Oh yeah! I love you!
Trenton Seth Reed. Jasmine Lynn Ringel. Lauren Elaine Rockwood. Nicole Aaron Rockwood. Joseph Lynn Schramm. Christopher Jacob Seiler. Nicholas Dawson Seiler.
Oh yeah!
Sierra Madison Sheffield. Elisha Renee Shellman. Amelia Dorothea Sowers. Ariana Victoria Najee Tarplin. Crystal Brooke Tate. Nicholas Blake Taylor. Shari Trentage Vernon. Lauren Delaney Wainwright. Melvin Eugene Way Jr. Jalen Terrell Williams. Joshua Jamal Williams. Keyshawn Corday Williamson. Imaje John Wright. Lennox Arzel Yoakum. The class of 2019 respectfully requests that everyone remain standing until the completion of the alma mater. It is with great pleasure that I present to you Charlton County graduates of 2019.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the 2019 graduation ceremony by the Charlton Sports Network. Congratulations to all the seniors, their families, and friends on an accomplishment. Proud of each and every one of them. New class coming in the fall. Charlton Sports Net will be right back this fall to cover everything that your students and student athletes do for the upcoming year. I want to thank you all once again for allowing us to be a part of your family's special memories tonight and throughout the season. We're going to hang around for the hat toss and then we'll close it out. Thank you again for watching. Share the link with your family and friends. The ceremony will be available immediately following the conclusion. When we log off, YouTube will have it uploaded pretty quick. Usually takes about 10-15 minutes and they'll have it available for replay. So be sure and share it with your family and friends. And thanks again for watching. Y'all have a great and safe Memorial Day weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. Thank you for watching.